Yeah? Witchcraft. This is his blessing as well. Deceit. You know? Read on.
Yes, to overturn prophecy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like in his video games and everything, it was always, he stopped the prophecy, he overturned it. Yeah. Something happens, isn't it? Yeah. But you ain't going to do it to this one, man. No. You can have it in your Hollywood movies and your video games. It's exciting to play those games and that. It makes it, what's the word called? Interesting. Yeah? Because it's like, you thought it was going to happen at the end, but it didn't.
And the video games, you can finish it in different endings.
Yeah, exactly. What's it called? Ending scenarios, isn't it? It only has one ending. You ain't gonna overturn this prophecy. But that's what he's trying to do, literally. He's trying to live forever. Like, what's that thing that they put themselves in, like this cubicle, and they
it's called cryostasis.
Yeah, and they try to freeze over that. But if you do that, your heart stops. Your body ain't supposed to be frozen.
What they want to do is preserve the flesh. Because if you freeze everything, they're going to reboot it. With, just like what was that film with Wesley Snipes? They've done the same thing.
What's the word called?
Slowly as well. That's what it was about.
Demolition Man.
Demolition.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Cryostasis. Yeah.
It says here, Psalms chapter 137, verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
Right, so remember, it's actually David.
Yeah,
David said, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom. Yeah? Talk about the white man, so-called white man. He's an Edomite. This is what he's trying to hide. He's the Edomite of the Bible. Yeah? That God hates. The number one nation, hates all nations, except Israel. But the number one nation he hates is Edom. It's mentioned in Psalms 83. Yeah? They that hate Israel. Number one is Esau. Why? Esau, the last hegemony, ruling race in the Lord comes. Yeah? It's like he's saying he's the one who can actually take people out of power because of his sword. He's got the weaponry to take them out of power. Yeah? That's how all wars and that's how all powers is extricated. Is when you go into another man's land and you fight them with your weaponry. And the white man's got all the weaponry, the tanks, the missiles. This is his blessing.
Okay. It says here, O daughter of Babylon, you are to be destroyed.
Right, why is it saying daughter of Babylon? He's not actually Babylon. The Babylonians are people who push out. He's a daughter of Babylon, but he takes on a lot of Babylonian customers. Yeah, he implements them in his society. When you look at some of their cars, their badges, they've got wingdings on it that goes back to Babylon. Yeah? Some of their days, Christmas, goes back to Babylonian days. Yeah? So this is modern Babylon. And Babylon comes from the word Babel, what means confusion. White man's world is nothing but confusion. Even the animals are so knocked out of sync with confusion. Yeah?
It says here, O daughter of Babylon, how art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us.
It ought to be destroyed. Okay? Why is it ought to be destroyed? Because it's already been prophesied in the Bible that he's going to make Russia launch missiles and all these and their friends, all the ones who have made a pact with Russia. Yeah? They're going to make the Russians launch missiles on America. Now we're having white and white crime because Europeans now are fleeing from their habitation now. Before it was the Africans and the Arabs, but now it's white and white people are fleeing now. So he set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. This is what the Lord said he's going to do. White and white crime. Yeah? Feed them with their own flesh. Yeah? You know?
Quick priest, this is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach chapter 25 verse 7. Right. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy.
Right.
And the 10th I will utter with my tongue.
Right.
A man that have joy of his children,
right.
and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
Right, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And this is what our forefathers want to see, the fall of our enemy. Who's our enemy? The Caucasians, because they're definitely not our friends. Friends don't burn friends. Friends don't enslave friends. Friends don't rape your women. Friends don't use your children as alligator bait. Yeah? Friends don't do that. That was a troglodyte, isn't it? Yeah. She needs to put some fucking colour in her, man.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
definitely, she's actually come, come out the grave, man. Yeah, nasty.
That's like when you go to the
You'd have
butcher's.
to do something with that in the dark, man, if you want to get hard or something. That was nasty. You have to feel that, innit? You know what I mean?
I hate this.
That was nasty, man. You go, let's see that naked, you go,
Showing you something on the back, bro.
Yeah, but I'm talking about just the veins and the,
like,
horrible.
That's what I said before as well. Like, I pick up when you wake up and it's like, you know when there's no differentiation.
Differentiation.
You can't differentiate between the nail and the thing. Like,
Okay, yeah.
this is brown
Yeah.
and this is pink.
Yeah.
It's all pink.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's wild,
What the
isn't it?
fuck? Like,
Yeah, wild.
that movie's
It's
like,
the same like a pig, innit? You know,
yeah,
like a
it's
pig,
it's like it does something millions.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm
last
saying?
night when you was shoving it was alright.
Yeah, it was
It's
alright.
only after you nut, that's when you go, what have I done?
When you come to your senses.
Yeah, you go, because you wanted to break one off, innit? So, you go, Like she's like this woman here, who's got tanny kind of like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You get away with it. When it's blue,
That's why, like, they created, what's the word called, makeup for
yeah,
them.
so they could cover.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For them, the makeup wasn't for our people
Yeah.
or nations of colour,
That's
because
why they've got tanning boots and all that. Because they know there's something wrong. When they wake up in the morning and they look at that pale thing, they know there's something wrong.
that's why they have that saying to take their face off.
Yeah,
Their face actually has a colour in it, but when they take their face off, there's no
Oh,
colour.
they say put their face on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember I used to deliver and he took me home and he said, called his wife and she said, I haven't got my face on.
Yeah,
Do you understand? Because you need
yeah.
the makeup, you know what I mean? To project that.
To mask that.
Who sent me that picture of that black girl with all the bumps and all that, and he said witchcraft, and you see her with all the makeup on. She looked pretty. But when, they showed you a picture with that, she was like wicked witch. Oh, man, horrible. See, that makeup is witchcraft, man. It hides a lot of
people.
holy but defects.
Yeah,
Trust me. This woman looked like, what's that thing called? That man and his dragon? Pete and his dragon? She looked like that, man. She looked like a real dragon, man. Horrible. You know what I mean? She needed a whole heap of makeup.
So see,
But that's another story, yeah? Read it.
happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth.
Read it, we start with it.
Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us.
Right, so the Lord said, we're going to be happy to reward them how they served us. So, what did it say there? Reward shall turn upon their own head. How did they serve us? By putting us in slavery. That's why universal principle karma comes into play. What goes around comes around. That's what's going to happen. But because they got these weaponry, they think that, there's nobody who can take us down on earth. Not even these Negroes. But what they don't realise, there's an entity coming from a different realm to take him down. Yeah, the one they call Jesus Christ is coming from a different realm. He's going to crack the skies in what they call UFOs. Yeah? Whitey knows this, the top Whitey knows this, but these peon people, because like we was talking about how they doubt what's the word I'm looking for? How they dampen them down.
It says here, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
And why is that? Why are you going to take someone's baby and throw it against the stones? That's what they've done to us, mate. They put our baby as alligator bait. This is well known. They use black children for alligator bait. Planned Parenthood. What are they doing with us? They're killing black children. Look, there's nothing new under the sun. The same thing the Egyptians done when they called for the decree. When you see a male child in the bathing stall, kill him. If it's a woman, let it live. Because they know women are mabouti. A man puts his seed before him and brings forth his nation. So when the white man conquers a so-called dark nation or any other nation, when he puts his seed into that woman from that nation, it brings back the Caucasians race or his nation. They know that. They know the man carries the X and Y chromosome, what determines the nationality and the sex. Okay?
The gender of the child, yes.
Read that.
So it's here. Psalms chapter 139, verse 19.
Read.
Surely thou will slay the wicked, or Yahweh, the Most High.
Right, who's going to slay the wicked? Who are the wicked? The Caucasian people. They're known as the wicked in the Bible. Why? The apple don't fall far from his tree. You know what I mean? All you've got to do is look at their track record. That's why they talk about race theory. What's that thing they call it now?
Critical race theory.
That's why they talk about critical race theory now. That's sweeping it underneath the carpet. You know what I mean? Because it's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Enslaving people and building your society off of 400 to 500 years of free labour, and then you got the audacity to say that these people are lazy and no good.
They don't want to work. We're working 400 freaking
Right,
years.
but lazy is not working. They're lazy. And we're the ones that built their society. Without us, they wouldn't have mobile phones, they wouldn't have cars, their society would be running smooth. We're the ones that invented everything. Why? We stole it. Why? Yeah? He's the reprobate. That's everything God said that's negative on the earth.
Actually, let's read.
Read them.
It says here,
Right? So, we are the
or Yahweh, depart from me therefore, ye bloody men.
Right, you see, depart from me, you bloody men. Who's he talking about? Who is the bloodiest man on the planet? Right? Who's committed the most deaths and murder on the earth? World War I, World War II? Bloody man. You got World War III coming, which is the more dead. He's known as the bloody man. Not only that, he's fully the bloody man. But the Lord was in 1926. Ran that region there, we're not supposed to eat anything with the life. Bloody. Okay? He's the bloody man. No doubt about that. He is the bloody man. I can't say the child. He is. Read them.
It says here,
He's the harbinger of death. He is as death.
it says here, for they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain.
Right, they speak against us wickedly, and they take our name in vain. Well, they've taken away our name. Because what did he say in Babylon? Obadiah. Race it, even to the foundations of the earth. They've taken the Israelites' name in vain. Why? Because you've got the power of us now. You line up some jakes and they don't even know that they're name. That's why it tells us that they must bywords for name. That's why we got bywords. West Indians, Jamaicans, Haitians. They take Israel in vain because you don't even call them Israelites. They call them Israelis. Yeah? They take our name in vain. What did the Lord say? He that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye. That's why they're getting their comeback now. The great Satan is getting his comeback. The tables are turning. The changing of the guard. Yeah? Read on.
Verse 21, do not I hate them, or Yahweh that hate thee?
Right, and that's what David said. Do not I hate them. So there is hate in the Bible. Yeah? And God said he hates the Caucasian man. Yeah? David reiterated that and said, did I not hate them but hate thee? Who hates God more than anybody? The Caucasian people. They hate God more than anyone. They're taking him out of the schools now. They put Satan in there. Yeah? Right?
It says, am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee?
Right.
I hate them with a perfect hatred.
Right.
I count them mine enemies.
Right, so that's how we're supposed to count. Even though we're supposed to go. Their rulership, not go for them to work their face. But the Lord said to me, wise as serpents and harmless and stuff. In other words, we're supermen, but we got to play like Clark Kent. See, Clark Kent looks feeble and everybody pushes him around, makes fun of him. But really, we can tear him up like a new arsehole, as we say. Because he's restraining his true power, his true self. And that's why we got to be like that. We're on the streets, we can come out, we can pull the one out together. That, but you ain't going to do that in your working environment. That wouldn't be wise. Yeah?
It says, search me, O the Most High, and know mine heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting.
So David was just saying that he's saturated with the Lord. You know, basically. The Lord is, he said David is a friend.
Yeah, man after his own
man, so basically a friend, same like Moses, he was a friend. Certain man in the Bible, the Lord said that he was friends with him. And Not a lot of men can claim that. They'll jump back together.
Ecclesiastes, huh?
Did you finish that? Then we'll go to Jeremiah 51.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12,
Yeah, that's what we did the other day.
verse 3. I'll run through 3 and then 4 is obviously where we continue. It says here, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble,
Right.
and the strong men shall bow themselves,
Right, we're reaching that time now. The keepers of the house, these procrastinators, those that look into the future, all that forecasting, stock market, these chaps here. You know, read them.
and the grinders cease because they are few,
Right, the job ceasing because there's few, right? And Elon Musk now is laying off 10,000 workers. Another one as well. The big called Boss Brothers, what they're called. They're getting rid of there because they're moving gradualism. They're using that gradualism now because they want to get rid of the people because they don't need the people as a workforce no more. You know? They've got androids. You know, androids can do their job now. Yeah? You know?
and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Right, and that's the stock market, man. These are these financial consultants. They're looking out the window now and seeing everything imploding. Yeah? Coming to the end of the white man's rule. Yeah?
It says here, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low,
Right.
and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Right, and that's all in society. When there's no jobs, when there's no manufacturing, no entertainment, basically no electricity. None of these pleasures.
Pleasures. Because it's technically a pleasure to walk up and
Wake
wake
up
up and
and
go
turn
into
the light.
turn on the tap and water running
Right.
straight from.
Turn on the kettle.
Yeah, you have to walk like
Right.
however
Don't make a
long
fire
to-
to put kettle on.
Yeah.
Just turn on the quick and it boils. And all these is pleasures.
You have to
And it tells you
make
that.
a fire to what's the word for it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To do anything, cook, boil water to make tea.
Yeah.
Everything's convenience. And that's what it says, it's pleasures. It says that in the Bible. The pleasures, Babylon's pleasures, you know what I mean? It's put him in a spirit where, you know, the white man's in such pleasure that, you know, they can't see anything happening in his society where, it tells you that as well, innit? Psalms 49 and 11, he's in with 40.
I'm
That his house should continue forever.
Especially when they're at that age as well, they're like trying to fulfill the last parts of their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they're coming to that, like they're trying to bring the last years of their life into fruition, and this shit's gonna crash. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they've got like their retirement package ready. They got like their what's the word called?
401k, whatever they call it.
What's the
Pension.
they got their grandchildren's what's the uni fees and all that shit
Yeah.
going on. You know what I'm saying? They got their, you know what I'm saying? That shit's about to collapse, man. That's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That shit's
Because
about
that's
to
what he likes to
turn
do.
over.
He likes to tell people what he's going to do in 2050.
Yeah.
That's how proud this man is. Yeah? He's going down and you don't realise it. He's very proud. Yeah?
Says here. Because the scripture says they're not troubled like other men, isn't it? So
Right, they ain't trouble.
they can walk and talk like
They
that.
control the earth.
Yeah.
Anything in the earth is in their grasp.
Yeah. Says here, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Okay, so the shops are going to be like the ones standing behind us. Okay, they're going to be, well, the glass is not going to be as solid.
Yeah, but
It's gonna be broken
the main
through,
ones
but-
is these supermarkets where
Yeah.
people top up. These food shops, they're the ones what's going to really cause.
No, them
people
little news agents are going to get ran through.
Yeah,
You know
even
what I'm
they're
saying?
going to be shut because remember there's going to be nobody shipping stuff. How do they get their stuff? They get it shipped. Everything gets shipped by people who are bringing it in their vans or their lorries. When the fuel prices go sky high, there's going to be no lorries being shipped, you know. So they ain't going to get this. Them probably is going to be the first ones to shut all the shops. You understand?
Yeah, 'cause they're
because
trying
the
to
big
protect-
corporations have the money to any means necessary. But it's going to come to a grinding halt. You know what I mean?
They're going to want to protect their stock as well. So they're going to try to just
They want to starve the people out anyway.
No, I'm saying the little shops, they're gonna stop selling because they want to save whatever stock
Themselves?
they have.
Yeah.
It says here, when the sound of the grinding is low,
Right.
and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. That's like the Debenhams and that, the amount of stores that have closed.
Yeah, the franchises.
Yeah, the amount of basically.
Yeah, the franchises. Yeah.
It says here, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. So basically, when you're unemployed, you rise up at the voice of the morning
And you look
bird.
out the window, innit? And you look out the window.
Yeah, because you don't have to rely on your alarm anymore. 'Cause you're not,
It's flexible, innit? Your time is yours.
yeah. So, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low, because you're not going to be trying to listen to music. You're not going to be listening to the next Katy Perry or...
The yoga pants is going to go out the window. Women shine their fronts and everything, their breasts and everything.
Yeah,
all that's going out the window.
When there's no more police out here, women are going to definitely cover up
that
properly.
thing's going to be smelly anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when there's no water running.
Yeah. How are they going to wash it? You know what I mean? How are they going to wash it underneath? That's going to stink,
That's
man.
going to be
Man, like, yeah. Get away, you know what I mean? Rotten fish guts and things. Man, they're going to be, you know what I mean?
It's mainly going to be city ones, because sometimes people that...
Out in the rural, they've got ponds and all that, innit?
No,
So
but
they
not
can
that.
wash.
They know how to, what's the word called? They know how to use the old times, that their grandparents have taught them how to...
Yeah, but you need water for that, man.
Yeah.
And when you're in a city like this, there's not many ponds around the place. Where's the nearest river or
Fountains
stream?
are going to dry up as well, so...
Huh?
Fountains are going to dry up.
No, but I'm talking about, you got ponds. You got
Obviously,
you know, you got some parks where they got little
Lakes
ponds.
and that,
Like if I go Finsbury Park, there's a lake in there. You know what I mean? They got water there. So at least you could go in there and wash it underneath, but you can't drink that water.
lakes are going to be stagnant though, isn't it?
I said, well, at least you could, you know what I mean, wash it underneath with it. Use some soap and wash it, you know what I mean?
What else can I do? Says here.
You won't be able to drink it because it'll have underneath water in it. You know, people like,
Says here.
it's gonna be crazy, man. Can't wait to see the reaction of these people.
Lord's all the most, keep Hazard through that, man. It says also, when they shall be afraid that which is high, and fear shall be in the way,
Right?
and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail.
Right, let's talk about famine. Because when he's on the grasshopper, it turns into one of those eating machines. Then the plague in the locusts. Grasshoppers is just like locusts, because they eat up our plants. You mean, we had all that.
Crops and all that.
There was a trumpet that the next minute they had swarms of these locusts eating up there. That was causing famine. So the Lord, just like the white man's coming at all different angles, the Lord is coming at different angles. You know, flooding up the place, so the crops get flooded. Drought, heat up the land. So the Lord is causing anarchy. He's stretching out his hand upon the earth like he said he's going to do. Read?
It says here. And desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home.
Right?
And the mourners go about the streets. That's homelessness. Because you're not going to have a place to call home. So when you see people walking up and down the roads, they go into their long home. Because their home is wherever it is. They can walk like miles. Because they don't really have a destination. You know what I'm saying? So,
their house is where their head rests.
yeah, like...
They're resting. Like the Lord, they're like a resting place, isn't it?
Yeah, like...
Where he put his head, that was his home, innit?
Yeah, you couldn't really you had to sojourn for a minute.
Yeah, just like the cracker. That's the same thing with him.
No, but he's fleeing from
Yeah, he's a vagabond.
Yeah.
He's fleeing from justice himself. But really, his home is the caves of Mount Seir. But he's up in everybody's business, isn't it? But he's even lost that now. He's not even going to have Mount Seir no more. Because he tells you that all these nations, the Lord is the shepherd, isn't it? So he's going to divide the flock and put everybody back in their own nation, except white people. Yeah? They're going into perdition, destruction.
Or ever the silver cord be loosed, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return to the Most High who gave it.
Right.
Okay, because people are going to be dying from famine. Okay, they're going to be dying from illnesses. Okay, because stagnant water, when you go, in the city, you've got fountains and lakes and stuff like that, and that water brings mosquitoes, it brings insects and stuff like that. So when you've got dead animals and that, you're going to have the pigeons feasting. Fox is going to be out because you still have the city fox. So they're going to be feasting on dead bodies in the city.
You see a lot of these animals, they're going to group up as well. Because the Lord's going to put the spirit on dogs to group up and devour people as well.
Straight.
You know what I mean? Because they're going to need food, you know what I mean? Foxes.
What's that zoo in Is it
Chessington.
Regent's Park or no? Just it's literally in London.
Oh, okay. It might be Chessington, I think.
No, London. It's in London. Regent's Park or something.
Oh, yeah, Regent Park, yeah.
Yeah, just down there. There's a zoo. I don't know why they built a zoo in central London, but
That's
when
what
them
I'm
animals
saying.
break out in central London,
That's what I'm
bro, you're gonna know about it. I saw that movie. What's that movie called?
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. Because it's in the city that the lions and that was about. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, these people gonna be trust.
That's right, he's a fool. Tells him this man is a fool. He's got blasted. Like you said, what they call again when they got the animals? Zoo.
A zoo, yeah. In the city.
Yeah, this man's a fool.
Densely populated city. When them break out,
Them
you
animals are
gotta know
supposed to
about
be
it.
in the wild, but
Yeah.
yet still he's got zoo where he can go and look at a bear and all that. This man's a madman, you know what I mean? He's totally out of his mind. He's insane, you know what I mean?
Because let one of them break out today, not even, let's say not even a free, let's say, what's the word called? A herbivore. Let's say a
See a bear breaks out.
no, let's say even, because a bear, obviously, anything predatory, obviously you already know what time it is. Let's say a herbivore, something like it's fucking, what's that thing called? What's that thing? A rhino. Yeah?
Oh yeah.
It's as big as a calf.
Yeah.
Yeah, the smallest is like you know.
He's like a mini, isn't it? When
Yeah,
it's a baby,
you know, it's like a motorcycle. So it's like when you get larger now, that's not gonna
He'll turn that shit over.
Yeah. People are gonna be, you know, the animals are not playing games.
Yeah,
They don't
turn
even
that
like the
shit
fact
over.
that they're in the zoo in the first place. So they're gonna get out their frustration anyway. And then when it comes to hunger, trust me, man, it's not gonna be a joke out here, like
It's just the carnivores you want to worry about, man.
because they can hide anywhere.
Yeah. And they're predatory, so they're sneaky. You know what I mean? They'll hide somewhere and jump on you, you know what I mean? At least with a rhino, he will come at you because he's not really bloodthirsty, you know what I mean? He's that vegetation kind of thing, you know? But a lion or a tiger or a leopard, they'll hide up in the tree somewhere, you know what I mean? And when you walk past and just chomp down on you with them fucking nail and thing. Hey, tear you apart, man. It's
Ain't gonna be no cat, it's gonna be like-
apart. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, they'll just numb your guts while you're just
Yeah,
you know
you're
what I'm
alive.
saying? No,
You know what I mean?
it's
So what they do is they grab your throat, innit? They restrain you by your throat.
well, like, you can hope to the most side that they do that.
That's what they do. To restrain their prey, they go for the throat. They know the windpipe. That's where the air goes. What's
Oh, what's the no, I don't think they have wild dogs because they'll just yam you straight
Oh
away.
yeah, the wild
They don't
dogs,
wait
eat
for
the
the
light.
they don't wait for you to
No, they don't. They eat. I see them. When they're thinking they're eating them, they eat them alive. All them back legs and the tail missing.
Yeah.
They just yam you, man.
shit, man. Like them lizards
And
and that.
hyenas.
Yeah.
They're the same.
It says here.
You talk about the Komodo dragons.
Yeah. No,
imagine when
technically
them
not
get
as
loose.
big, but when they get you, but you'll see them, I think. Because they will
No,
spit at you.
Komodo dragon in the wild as well. They bite you and they wait for you to. Because when they bite you, that saliva is poisonous, and they just follow you,
So
smell you.
the scripture says the beast to tear, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It says here. Fucking hell, imagine getting torn. It says here, Ecclesiastes chapter 12.
Torn alive. And
Yeah, and you look down, you see the skin, and someone
See it,
just, like, you're
that's
being consumed. You're the
Yeah.
consumer, you're actually being consumed.
And what it is, you know, the dolphin kicks in dolphins, you know what I mean? So you don't feel the pain of them tearing at you. You understand? But you're just getting consumed alive, man.
You just
And
feel your
until
shit going mixing,
your
man.
blood will drain out, then you're dead.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Got these dogs.
So trust me, people, that's what you gotta fear, man. That's why you gotta fear how much you're shine, man, car. That's some real shit right there.
That's like since they're going to be confronted with it. They're terrorists. I mean, he's the king of terror. He can bring all kind of terror on you, man. You know what I mean? Like you said, getting eaten alive, man. Do you know how terrible that is? Being eaten alive, that's terrible, man.
It's mad. Like
It happens, man.
even like what you said about the lakes and that, the two things to break out and obviously you got things like crocodiles like chilling in the lake, but you don't know it's in there.
Yeah.
So you've gone out to wash yourself
Yeah, and
now.
they just whoosh,
Now you in it, yeah. You go there and like,
Take you down for
Liam go, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
go there and take you down for the death roll.
Yeah.
To rock you up, innit?
Trust me, just see bubbles in the water like your little son getting yammed on. You ain't playing with that, man. It's mad. It's
Oh,
bro, that's in the city as well. People gonna bug out, man. It says here, vanity of vanity, said the preacher, all is vanity.
right.
Now jump down to 12. And further by these, my son, be admonished, of making many books there is no end, and much study.
To Isaiah 51. Just going on.
51, yeah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51. 55 as well. 51, start from 1?
Yeah, start from 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 1.
Right?
Hearken unto me, ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek Yahweh.
White man is not a righteous creature, is he? He's not, is he? LGBTQZ, not righteous, is it? Huh? It's not righteous, is it? Hey? That's not, because you got a father and a mother. That's how, and that's why. Read.
It says here, hearken unto me, ye that follow after righteousness,
Right.
ye that seek the Lord Yahweh, look unto the rock whence ye were hewn.
And who seeks for the Heavenly Father? The Israelites. We're the only ones who seek. The others do honour God with their mouths. Even some of our people honour God with their mouths, but because they know no different. They've been taught by the white man that Jesus is a white guy, yeah? And we're supposed to worship white people. This is what they're teaching our people. The Bible talks about a black Christ, a so-called black Christ, Israel, from the tribe of Judah, yeah? Read that again.
It says here, Isaiah chapter 51, verse 1.
Right?
Hearken unto me, ye that follow after righteousness,
Right.
ye that seek the Lord Yahweh.
And our people don't seek after the Lord, you know, they seek after this society. You know, the Beyoncés and those other ones, the Rihannas, they aspire to be these demons, you know? That's our women. They don't seek, our men seek after all these Jay-Z's and 50 Cents and all these niggas, niggas on the lowdown, homosexuals on the lowdown. That's what they seek after. Yeah, industry homosexuals.
It says here, look unto the rock whence you were hewn.
Right, who's that rock? What's hewn? Yahweh Shai, he's that cornerstone. Yeah, read.
And to the hole of the pit where you were digged. Look unto Abraham your father and unto Sarah that bare you.
Right, Abraham, Isaac and Jacob.
Carl.
Right, that's where we come from. That's our lineage.
Our lineage, Carl.
Yeah.
It says here.
Children of the promise.
Carl.
So that's another man that the Most High was well pleased with, you know? And out of him, our forefathers.
Ecclesiastes chapter 44, verse 44, and in 22 says, it made the blessing to, rest upon the head of Abraham and unto Jacob, Isaac and Jacob, what is it?
Abraham, Isaac and Jacob.
And yeah, exactly, and to Israel. So he made that whole, the promise, the whole blessing and everything
That's
to
why
rest upon that lion.
Exactly why we're not consuming, because the man is the Lord is not a man that should lie. He promised unto Abraham's seed, there's not in many, but to one seed, that the blessing shall be bestowed upon. That's us, the Israelites.
It says here, look unto Abraham your father and unto Sarah that bare you, for I called him alone and blessed him and increased him. For Yahweh shall comfort Zion, he will comfort all her waste places.
Right, so he's going to comfort us. We're the ones that need comforting. We're the ones that will get killed in broad daylight. White cops kneeling on our neck and killing us. Margaret Sanger, Planned Parenthood, killing our children, getting the black women to abort the children because a career is better than, you know, bringing up a family.
Yeah, raising a household.
Yeah, this is what they do. Brain dirty. We don't call it brainwashing, we call it brain dirty. This is what they do to us. Yeah? By their philosophies, philosophizing us. Yeah?
Says here, and he will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of Yahweh.
Read that again.
And he will comfort her he will comfort all her waste places, and he will make
her is the Israelites.
Yeah.
Because Jeremiah 6:2, he's acquainted us to a comely and delicate woman. Right? And the places, what do we say about the earth? The earth belongs to us. The earth was made for our sakes. So the places in the earth is ours, isn't it? Yeah, read that.
It says, he will comfort all her waste places, he will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of Yahweh. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving and the voice of melody.
Right, so we're going to beautify the mainland.
That's the real Thanksgiving,
Right.
not that freaking Christopher
Glorify
Columbus shit.
our mainland, and that's the land of Israel. Right? even though we're going to have, but we'll tell you what I done means what? I done means, I done means, yeah, I can't remember what it meant. I done, I think it was out of, what it means. But it's talking about, he's going to beautify the whole planet, because look at the earth now. Because Eden is the whole planet. Because that's why you had a place called east of Eden was Jerusalem. So he's going to beautify Eden, the whole planet again. Because under the white man's rulership, you've got birds falling out the sky, whales beaching themselves. This is because he's in rulership. You know? We've got nothing growing, that's why he's got genetically modified organisms. You know? It tells you he's a fugitive and a vagabond, and the earth will not yield its blessing. Because why? He's not the rightful ruler. When we come back into power, everything is going to go back into sync. Yeah? Bobby the cave boy, huh? Bobby the cave boy. Freshly out of Mount Sear with a baseball cap and what's that? The fucking one of those sorority jackets.
It's like someone just like brought him from
straight
him out like, bro,
stick in a dump style, isn't it? Yeah, stick in a dump style. Put that on him, make him look like he's a human. You know what I mean?
He look like a straight
Let's
tourist.
take him shopping. Let's take him out to eat and that. Don't talk. It says don't talk. No grunting and groaning.
I feed you, don't.
Yeah. Try act like you're human. Well, act sort of normal, because you ain't normal, is it? It's a damn beast.
It says here, hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation, for a
my
law.
nation. So that is a possessive pronoun. The Lord is speaking to my nation. Who's his nation? The Israelites. Out of Matthews 2 and 6, out of Israel shall come a governor, shall rule my people Israel. The Israelites are God's chosen, but our people haven't got a clue. They think the white man is the chosen. That's how much numbering is coming in. They're walking down with their heads down. They've got no ruling class mentality. They're slaves. It's like when that white boy went up and shot up that supermarket in America. What did the reporter go up to the woman and ask her? Do you forgive? And the first thing when it come out, I always ask a woman as well. What's the first thing that come out of my mouth? I have to. Because I'm a Christian.
So that freaking plantation.
That Christianity is worse than crack. That Christianity is death. Yeah? Darkness. Yeah? But you got to blame, it all goes back to the white man. We have to blame him. He's the one who gave us all these fallacies and said that this is how we worship Jesus, you know, the Christ. Yeah?
Says here,
Continue.
for a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people.
It's judgment. We're in the time of judgment. That's what the Lord said. He's about judgment.
Says here,
And we're seeing them judgments now. Yeah? It's touching the earth what he made. Yeah? Read them.
my righteousness is near, my salvation is gone forth.
Right, his righteousness is near. You can see it. You mean? Because everything's like, because of the white man's world is full of wickedness. It's depleting as we speak. So the righteousness is going to, it's like the light will conquer darkness. That's what the Lord said. Same thing with righteousness. It's going to conquer darkness. Light conquers darkness, righteousness will conquer wickedness. Yeah, that's what the Lord is saying. You read?
It says here, and mine arms shall judge the people, the owls shall wait upon me, and on mine arm shall they trust.
Right, we said Proverbs 3 and 5 says, trust in the Lord and lean not to thy own understanding. When you lean with your arm. So we've got to lean on the Most High. You understand? So that's why he says, trust in me, lean on me. You understand? What verse you at?
Not fine.
Jeremiah for 3 minutes, haven't you?
This one's good, bro. I can't remember.
No, it is, yeah. It's
Like, I
Jeremiah
thought you
51.
think I was thinking, okay.
What did you start at? Well, Isaiah
I started at 51 and 1.
No, I see it was Isaiah. That's all right, yeah. That's the spirit in it. The Lord wanted to come out, so
It says
let
here.
it be, let it be.
Because I don't even read this one though. This one's pretty good. It's got me on it.
Yeah.
It says Isaiah chapter 51 verse 6.
Right.
Lift up your eyes to the heavens and look upon the earth beneath.
Right, lift up our eyes to the heavens. Why are we going to lift up? Because it says that salvation is nearer. Lift up thy head in that. Because where's our salvation coming? From the heavens, man. It tells you this one is going to be better than the one what Moses done. You understand? It'll be much better. This one's going to be majestic. When them chariots turn up, when them so-called UFOs turn up, it's going to be even better than when the Red Sea was split, man. Because we're in these times now, modern times. So we're going to see those chariots, what the Caucasian calls, what they call them now, UAPs, unidentified flying phenomenon, and changing from UFOs. They're coming to bring down my man's society, man. Finish them off. Yeah, first he's going to have all the plagues and the cankerworm, and then the Lord is going to turn up to finish him up with his lasers. And the so-called angels, we call them angels, right? The warriors are with Christ, you know, Michael, Uriel, they're coming with it. They want peace in the world as well. You understand?
They want to go around.
Yeah.
It says,
there's a lot of people to subjugate, you know, but when you've got just white people, you've got all these other nations, Japanese, Chinese, they all had a hand in it as well.
it says, if they,
You should restore the pledge.
If the young ones be born, they'll be born to the sword, don't they?
Yeah, they be multiplied.
Yeah, multiply, there's more.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's why they have quintuplets.
Yeah.
Quadruple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So please
So
multiply.
it's the end of the sword.
That's it.
Esau's going to be, you know what I mean? He's going to be, when we get him subjugated, he's going to bring forth many children. You know, like he has problems now. You know what I mean? They have problems having children, that's why they got to have all that, them injections now. But when we get them, they're going to multiply because we're going to need as much slaves as possible. You know? Right there, boss?
What's going on, bro? I've always wanted to know.
About
What year this?
have you seen it before?
Israelites, right?
Yeah, have you seen it?
All over YouTube.
Oh, okay. And have you seen us on the street?
Yeah, no, I've
Where did you say you saw it?
YouTube.
So that's proof.
There's a strong presence in America more.
Yes, that's where it started from.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
That's where the Judah is.
Yeah, because I already know the Jewish people.
No, not Judah, yeah, okay.
The Israelites, like where it all started, they were white.
You know that, yeah.
But now, it's become white.
What happened?
Now because, do a funny story. See the Turks?
Yeah, I know the Turks, of course. Yeah.
They went.
Constantinople.
So they went to East Africa.
Up with bacon. All right, Shmi.
They went to East Africa.
Oh, right.
They went to East Africa.
Who did?
Turkey.
Okay. Yeah, the Ottoman.
They conned black. They put a condom. We're going to give you this, we're going to give you that. Bring them back, convert them to Islam, give them Turkish names. Yeah? And now they're lost.
Yeah, we got to realise Constantinople.
Because if you ask them what they are now, they're going to say they're Turkish.
Okay, right. So Constantinople is named after who? Constantine.
Okay.
Did you know that? Constantine was a Roman emperor, a black Roman.
Yeah.
So that land, yeah, you got the biggest church in Turkey.
Is it?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
yeah. You know that? Yeah, you got the biggest church in Turkey
Okay.
because we ruled at that time. In there. Yeah, it was called the Byzantine Empire. Do you know about they called it Byzantine Empire?
Sort of, yeah.
Right, they called it the backward empire because when they found out the blacks ruled everything they associate with us, they want to bring us down, so they called it a backward
I
empire.
hear that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Right? So what they do is they want to make a byword out of that. When you look at all the great people in history, the greatest people, they're all so-called black people. Like William Shakespeare, what has he done for? You heard of him before?
Yeah, kind of, but I don't know what's that.
William Shakespeare was the greatest playwright. Okay?
That's it.
Right. What do they portray him as?
Good man, isn't it?
No, if there was a picture of him,
I don't know much about
it
it.
looked like a white guy, that's what they
Yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's a black guy. The greatest playwright.
But that's the same like Jesus though, isn't it?
Yes. So that's right. Now we're going to get to that.
From that continent, there's no way he could have been white.
No, you can't.
But you see
you
it.
could have. You know why? Because you've got to realise white people, so-called, live right next to us. Jerusalem in a land called Edom. Yeah? You got Jerusalem, you got Edom, and you got the Chinese and the Japanese right next to us. Moab and Ammon. But the white man used to live right next to us. So that is not true. No? But what it is, they took on our nationality because we got to realise there's two main players on the earth. That's why you see it happening all the time. The so-called white man and the so-called black man. I've never seen a Turkish man in America.
No, but there was
no
no
hold
such
on,
thing
hold
as
on.
Turks.
No, what I'm trying to say, I've never seen a Turkish man in America with a cop with his knee on his head. No? Round by the cars. Broad daylight getting killed.
Hey.
You see a Hispanic man, so good, and you see a Haitian,
Yeah,
or
of
a
course,
Native
yeah,
American,
yeah, yeah.
right? Because we are the children of Israel. There's two main players, and read to the Quran, innit?
Yes.
So you've got Isa and Musa. Was it Musa? Right,
Yeah.
Musa, I think it is, isn't it? Isa is who? Jesus?
Yeah.
And Musa is Moses. Where did those characters come from? From the Bible. Right, they're biblical characters, isn't it?
But then again, though, the Bible's been changed so many times.
So has the Quran been changed?
Not to my knowledge.
So why is the Quran not being changed and the Bible being changed? Who told you this? Have you got any proof of that? Or you just regurgitated?
This is what I'm trying. This is why.
Right, so you're just
you know,
regurgitating.
there's always so because I question everything.
Right,
I
so
question because it's like thinking about it. Would you listen to a man
Second
down the road?
Thessalonians,
Well, what's crazy is, would you listen to a man down the road?
Yeah?
Would you listen to a man down the road that said that he's good? You wouldn't, would you?
No.
So why?
No.
See, my problem is, why am I going to listen to something? Why am I going to listen to something from all the way back then?
No, because you know
understand
why? There's such a thing called prophecy. Do you know what prophecy means?
A little bit.
It means to say before. Not like if, say like I met you now,
Yeah.
we're talking now. What's your name? Tane. I said, Tane. We're in Monday. I said, Tane, Monday, what are you going to do? You're going to buy a lottery ticket from Tesco and you're going to win 30 grand. And that happens, you win 30 grand. That's prophecy. I'm saying something before it happens.
That was going to happen. Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
The Bible tells us stuff in the past and in the future. It talks about these people going into cargo slave ships 2,000 years ago. And did that happen to anybody going into slave ships?
Yeah, this.
Can you name anybody? Japanese people, Chinese people who went into slave ships?
Knowledge.
Right, black Hispanics and Native Indians, not just black people.
See, I don't know.
First slave ships left Spain. They were with the
my granddad, there was
what kind of slaves? Indentured slaves.
no,
Not paid for.
they got sold. My granddad's family were there. They weren't really rich.
No.
So
Were sold by their own Turkish people.
no, they got sold by their own